my name is Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So as you all know, the last episode of Liv and Maddie aired last night and it was great. There wasn't really much of a storyline, it was more of like a wrap up to every character's story. So I'm just going to talk about each character and then my overall thoughts of the finale. So let's just jump right into it. So Liv ended up getting the job on Broadway, as we all knew she would. It's basically going to be like a female version of Hamilton, which was a reference I was not expecting, but I loved it. So she's going to go do the show over the summer and then come back for season 2 of Sing It Louder. And then we have Maddie, whose story was probably my favorite. She ended up getting the grant to build those tiny houses, but it is in New Orleans, and instead of staying in California for the summer to be starter for basketball season next semester, she's gonna go away instead, which was so beautiful and important. I loved it. I also loved how they brought the tiny houses thing back in. I did not expect that at all. It was so great. And the scene between Maddie and Willow was probably one of the best ones in this episode. There was just so much emotion and it made me cry. So Parker is going with Val to the Biodome because they're in love, and so yay for them, and because science. Joey is going to go on tour with that comedian from a few episodes ago. Totally forget his name, sorry about that, but that's awesome. I'm so happy for Joey. The fact that we got closures on all of these characters was amazing. I just love them all so much, so it's really bittersweet ending because I'm happy that they're all achieving their dreams, but I also don't want the show to end. Also, speaking of the fact that they all have their dreams come true at the same time, I found that to be a bit unrealistic, but I'll let it slide because it made for a good ending. And okay, the whole Karen summer thing, didn't they already do that last season when Karen wanted to have like a summer before the girls left? Like, it made for a good conflict in this episode, but they already did that. I didn't understand. Oh yeah, and Diggie, or should I say Digbert, is back, but I'm very happy that his name is Digbert, because it makes me happy that he has to live with that. And then Maddie said she was so happy she could punch someone, and then Digbert comes, and I was really hoping that she'd punch him in the face, but she didn't, but that's okay. While we're talking about Digbert, I want to mention the whole when she told him scene, because I was totally expecting him to be an ass, like he usually is in his response, but he wasn't as bad, although I think that a better response would have been something along the lines of, I'm not going to stand in the way of you and your dreams, like you need to go do this, it's what makes you happy, or something like that. But no, it's all about Digbert, so of course he's got to go too. I don't know, I love calling him Digbert though. That's fabulous. Also, Dump Truck was very relatable in this episode. The fact that you mentioned that he was Team Mosh, loved it. Basically, the whole episode, he was great. Speaking of, because I haven't talked about the whole reality show thing yet, which was fabulous and very unexpected, but it made for some great conclusion scenes with Dump Truck that ended up making me, like, really emotional. Even the second time around that I watched this episode, I was still, like, getting emotional over Dump Truck talking to the camera, like, saying goodbye to bits and pieces, and talking about the What a Girl Is episode, and, like, talking about binge watching the series because I did that too, and it was just so unexpected. The whole Joey talking to the camera, I like how he was the one who explained it because he did an amazing job explaining it. Oh, and Parker and Val were adorable. Did I mention that already? Well, I'm mentioning it again because they were cute and they're in love and I'm very happy for them. And I have to talk about the Maddie and Liv scene because that was so beautiful and it was one of my favorite moments in this episode, along with the Parker and Liv conversation. I was not expecting that at all and it was so sweet. And the campfire scene, which was so emotional for so many reasons. The acoustic version of Better in Stereo was so beautiful, and I'm begging for someone to release it along with the Key of Life acoustic because, they were so good and I need to listen to them all the time. I do have to admit though, I am sad that Jillo are not gonna be Endgame. Like, I get why, they both have like their own things to do, but I wish they could have been together. But they are cute as friends, and like, who knows, maybe down the line they end up together. At least in my mind they do. And okay, we didn't find out what Parker's middle name was, but I kind of liked it because everything else was wrapped up so nicely. It was funny to have like something that we still don't know. Did you notice that Maddie did not say a secret in the whole campfire scene? Like when everyone was announcing their secrets, Liv's was that she texts Artie, which was hilarious. I love that they're friends. Joey's was that he watches Parker when he sleeps, which I thought was adorable. But Maddie didn't say one. So I'm just gonna say right now that I think that her secret was that she's still in love with Josh. So yeah, pass that on. That is totally her secret. I'm confirming it right now. But overall, this episode definitely wrapped up the show really well, and I'm just gonna finish with saying a big thank you to the cast and crew of Liv and Maddie. You all did a fantastic job with this show, and it'll live on as a Disney Channel legacy for many years to come, and I'll definitely be looking forward to rewatching the whole show like in a few years because it's really good, and I know I can be critical of it sometimes, but it's because I love the show. I'm really happy with how it ended. That's all I'm gonna say for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you very, very soon.